I think we've watered down what it actually means to break generational curses. Everybody talks about breaking generational curses like it's this inspirational quote that you slap on a fucking coffee mug, but then on Monday morning, nothing changes, right? And if you've been complaining about the same thing for years, whether that be your marriage, your job, your finances, your weight, your anxiety, or your lack of confidence, at some point, you have to ask yourself a really uncomfortable question, and it's what exactly am I doing differently? Because wanting a different life and creating one are two completely different things. And before you get defensive, I'm not saying that life isn't hard. I've lived through hard. We all have. But what I'm saying is that there comes a point where you have to stop waiting for your circumstances to magically change while you keep living the same exact life with the same exact habits, the exact same environment, and the exact same excuses. Here's the part that really gets me. So many parents tell their kids, you can do anything you want, follow your dreams, don't settle. But if you've been telling your kids to chase their dreams while they watch you abandon yours, they don't fucking believe you, right? They believe your example. They're watching how you handle stress. They're watching how you talk to yourself, right? They're literally watching everything. They're watching what you tolerate. They're watching whether you keep promises to yourself or constantly let yourself down. They're watching whether you believe you're capable of more or whether you've convinced yourself that this is just how life is, right? That is what they are learning in real time because your child is building their definition of adulthood by watching you. Generational curses aren't just ending abuse or addiction. That's a lot of it, but sometimes the generational curse is believing that you're powerless. Sometimes it's complaining instead of changing. Sometimes it's staying in environments that make you miserable because they're familiar, right? Sometimes it's believing you don't have any options when there's never been more information, support, books, podcasts, therapy, coaching, education, or opportunity available than there is right now. It's 2026. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to decide that you're done repeating the same story because every day you choose not to change, you're teaching your kids what normal looks like. And I hope that stings. I hope it chaps your ass, actually, because maybe that's the one thing that finally gets you to move, not because your kids need a perfect mom. There's no such thing, but because they deserve to see what it looks like when a woman decides that she's no longer available for the life that's been keeping her stuck.